What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Market Thoughts, where I'm just giving my general thoughts week to week about what I think's happening in the market, good buy zones, different things like that. If you guys are finding value in these, leave it a like, and let's get right into it. First thing, Bitcoin, as always, waiting for it to drop down to this $50,000 level. As you see, in the past, it has gotten to this purple line, which is the 200 moving average, and kind of hung out there before going. I'm expecting something similar here, it bouncing below this, buying in, and then going from there. I also have this downward trend line right here that I'm watching. If it breaks above that, could go before getting to that purple line, but waiting for my right opportunity to buy into that. On the daily, just kind of holding around this area. Gonna kind of see what happens next week. Could see it bounce back up before coming back down. Gold, iffy week. I'm not really sure what's happening. Definitely could see a drop from highs to low here. So if I can grab that line that I just drew and bring that down, let's just make it red so you guys can, or white so you guys can see it. This line right here doesn't have the down thing on it. Show stats. Of course it doesn't. Let me do this. You grab an info line for you, and from here down to there, if you grab that, move it down here, could bounce down to this purple line. Another 23% drop of this rising wedge potentially. Could I also see it bounce? Maybe. I don't like to get my hopes up though, but could kind of see a bounce up after this double stall week and then a break above where that second week was. Could see something up. Why I'm kind of iffy is if you look at silver's kind of doing some double stall rejection thing here. Might go back up, might bounce down. If you look on the daily, it had this rising wedge, kind of broke that, and it's just holding. If it gets down to this area 63, I might buy in some more silver contracts, but gold's a little too high to be doing anything. This buy that I had was actually a good buy. I'm glad I did that when I did. Continuing on, SPY is at all-time highs, still kind of holding where it's at. Could I see a push? I'm curious to see what happens at the beginning of next week off of this rejection candle off the 100 MA. It's already bounced off it once, could bounce off it again. It's bounced off it back here, so it could at least come back up to maybe this 690 range bounce early in the week. Watching that. But if I look at the weekly candle, could see it also dropping down a significant amount. So just playing it patient this week. Google's at highs, but again, Google could also bounce. So if SPY bounces, Google could also bounce near this 300 line to 100 MA on the daily. So we'll see. Microsoft is bouncing, rejecting off of this area right here, this 400 level with this double rejection candle. I also like the weekly in here, so if you were going to get in Microsoft, I would start to average it now. Maybe guy option sleeps out for 2 years, something like that, a year, 2 years. You're buying in contracts, that's also a good one. Again, anything below, between this blue and purple line is good eats, good buys, and I think that's right where it is with this third touch of support that it's got going here, maybe even fourth touch of support. So I think Microsoft's at good buys right now. Nvidia kind of holding highs, could see a rejection up with SPY, but we'll kind of see where that goes. Apple had a big down week last week. I'm curious if this bounces back down here, maybe this 250 range, a little bit lower. Apple actually might not be at a bad range, even though I should be waiting for this 230 level. Amazon, I was curious about this candle as it rejected in this zone, but it has given me another rejection candle. I think this is good daily, weeklies, since it's also oversold on the RSI. I might be getting into some small contracts just to see if there's a bounce, take some profit from there. And then Netflix, as always, kind of still going down, waiting for this $60 or $70 level down here. Also waiting to see if it breaks this line right there. If it goes above that, it's going to be good buys. If not, I'm waiting for the $70 level to continue on. But if you look down here, it's already oversold on that RSI. So doing good there. The only other one, I'm not going to get into this because they're a little expensive contracts, but Costco, actually maybe not, has already taken off, so I missed this. But I also wasn't going to get in these contracts anyways because they were too expensive. But I saw this as soon as it broke below that blue line there. Costco tends to do a good job of bouncing from that 100 MA on the weekly. So I knew it was going to be good buys. I just didn't get in. But once it comes back around, we'll do the same thing again. But we're no longer looking at that one. So kind of just worrying about Netflix if it gets down to that level. Amazon, maybe early in the week. I could see it continuing on down to this purple line with this weekly candle. But could see a temporary bounce maybe back to here. Fill this gap around 220 and then continue back down. But we'll kind of see how that looks. And then Microsoft is my other big play. Going to see a rejection from here. You could also do a SPY play this week, just early in the week back to this level, but I'm not really a SPY trader. Cool. If you guys enjoyed that, found value in it, leave it a like, comment, whatever you want there. Just kind of help the algorithm. That'd be great. And I'm going to come out with a trading book very soon, so you'll soon see that in the description. Appreciate y'all, and I will see y'all next week.